Jerry Boucher. We're in Vista, California, and this is a 1958 Cadillac 62 Series Extended, and it's a 50th anniversary Cadillac. You want to see the inside? Yeah, I had this car upholstered by Amando's. It's in Jacinto, and it was a top upholstery place. And when he did it, I told him, I says, well, you can do your thing on it, because, you know, that's what they do for a living, and they were the best. So he added the emblems here, the Cadillac emblems, and he added the belt to enhance it. And I was really happy with the way it came out. Well, I bought this about 15 years ago, and I have a 65 Eldorado Cadillac convertible, and I was down Escondido at the car show, cruising Grand, and this millionaire came up to me and he says, I have a 58 Cadillac with 75,000 miles. It's in my garage for 15 years, and I won best car for the most original car, and you can have it for $4,000. So, of course, at that time, I wasn't looking for a car. I didn't have one. I had my convertible to show everybody. And I says, well, that sounds too cheap. I got to go look at it. So when I got there, I couldn't believe it. So anyways, I had it towed home because it didn't run in such a long time and the tires were gone. And I painted it, and we was at another car show and we seen a 58 Vet, and it was silver blue, metallic silver blue, this color. And my wife says, can you paint it that color? And I says, yeah, I'll get the numbers and we'll paint it that color. And of everything they say about the car, it's always, I love the color. I didn't have much money when I was younger, so the only way I could get a car was to work. I worked in a supermarket and I sold papers after school, and I bought a junk, and then clutch went. So I was 16 years old, and I jacked up the car and pulled the transmission down and put a clutch in it. So I learned how to fix a car because I had to. I had no money to have anybody fix it. So since then, I've always fixed cars. My wife had a 95 Camry for 23 years and never brought it back to the dealer. So I don't know. This car, though, anybody can fix. It's almost the easiest car in the world to fix. It's so simple. Yeah. It's nice for the younger generation because they can buy it and they don't have to be a mechanic, you know. It's Cadillacs always start. The minute you hit them, they start. They're tremendous starting cars. Well, the radio is original, but the sound of it is better than original. Most people will say, that's not a Cadillac radio. And then the other half of the people will say, that's a Cadillac radio. So it sounds so good.
Auxiliary, got it.
For a moment, all the world was right. How could I have known?
Good song too. Good song too.
And now, glad I didn't know the way it all went in.
Power steering, power brakes, and the brakes in this car is just phenomenal. I couldn't believe it. They stop just like disc brakes, Ford disc brakes. And they get the original asbestos brakes in them. That's why they stop. Once you change the brakes, you have to go to disc brakes because they don't make them like they did back then. But
did you say asbestos?
Asbestos, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, years ago, that's how they made the brakes. So you can't buy them, and they don't make them anymore. But when you stepped on the brakes, it would stop.
Stopped.
Yeah, and everybody has to change them to disc brakes because these cars are heavy. They won't stop with metallic brakes. Right. This one will stop on a dime. I could stop all four wheels like nothing. I have the original fuel pump, which is right here, which I never seen on another Cadillac because you use ethanol gas and they all vapor lock. So the first thing they say, you don't have gas when the vapor locks. They say, oh, it's the fuel pump. So so they changed the fuel pump and put electronic fuel pump. But this is a mechanical fuel pump, and this is the bowl for the gas, which was nice because you could see if you got gas. You know, usually they don't make them like this. You can't tell if you got gas going through or not, you know. So that was a nice feature. The year after this one, they put a real oil filter that would filter the car, but you can see there's just a little tiny line. See it?
Yep.
And that feeds it, so the oil goes through there and through the filter and back out, which basically almost does nothing. It's a 365 cubic inch engine with 310 horsepower, so you've got quite a bit of power. And the gas mileage is 13 on the highway. They claim, by the books I read, it got 15 when it was new. But, you know, the engine's old, so it gets 13.
Wow. It's pretty clean. How do you keep it clean? Clean it a lot?
Yeah, I did it when I first got it. I cleaned it up and I painted the sides and I took the covers off and painted them. And those are just the horns.
That's the horn, huh?
And they're loud. Back then they made them pretty loud.
Can you honk at me once?
Yeah, get it. Want to hear?
Yeah. Oh, it's like a blowhorn.
The car weighs 4,850 pounds, and the car went for $4,800. So basically, it went for $1 a pound.
Pretty quiet.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know about the window. Because it was only 1 year, all the trouble, if you look at this, to build a car, to have this, to go up like that for 1 year. See, and it,
Oh, weird.
I mean, it's unbelievable. See,
It's really weird.
yeah, that was nice. And it's a hard top, which everybody loves.
Yeah.
You don't have the posts, so they had to make it real strong for the hard top. And then everybody wants to know where you put the gas in. And this is it right here. And I used to take a screwdriver and pry it open. And this kid said to me, my grandfather had one, and it goes with the reflector. And it has it in the directions in the book, but you push the reflector, and there it is.
What?
There's the gas. You put it in there.
Holy buckets.
Ain't that cool? That was
is
cool.
really cool.
I didn't clean this up yet. Here and everything. Yeah, and it came with the book, you know.
1958. Let's look at that.
Yeah. Let's see where it says someplace in here.
This is a big trunk.
Yeah, and I think this is the original tire that when they got the car, so I just left it there.
Yeah.
That was a white wall. They were skinny back then. The tires they make today is so much, they handle so much better.
I can't imagine if you
that
hit
was-
a bump with that, you'd go
Yeah.
in the dish.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to replace it with those tires.
Right. Nice. Where are the
Oh.
ashtrays?
Right here, there's the ashtrays.
There's one.
There's one.
There's one in the back
There's another
here.
one there, but
One
they
in the
got a
back.
big one.
Oh, right there. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
The 58 Chevys are worth so much money, but you never see them. They
didn't work
didn't
well?
have them, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was the same reason as this one. They were in a recession, and, you know, it was 1 year, and
Well, so people couldn't buy for a year, just like when we were
Yeah.
in COVID-19.
they didn't make many, that's for sure.
Thanks.
Bye. Thanks for watching the video.